right, sorry about that. The kids are starting to wake up. So it's probability part 2. All right, so right here we've got 2 questions. So I'd like you to take 2 minutes and try to get them both right, or 1 minute and try to get them one right. Here we go. All right, so we've got 6 red, 5 yellow, and 7 green. So that's a total of 18, 18 marbles. Okay, and it's the same question. It's saying, what would I have to, how many more red marbles would I have to get an 3/5? So if I added 12 and 12, I'd get 18 out of 30, which would be 3/5, and so the correct answer would be F. Okay, looking at the next one. This one really catches students off guard because there's so much going on. So it says, as part of a probability experiment, Elliot is to answer 4 multiple choice questions. So start with this. You know what it looks like. And then it says that there's 3 possible answers. So if you didn't get it before, maybe you pause right now and see if you can get it now. Okay, well, let's look at what's the chances that the answers are all B. Okay, it's basically what's the chances that she gets them all correct. So we'll just guess B on each one. So that's 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3 that we can multiply together. Or if you're super smart, you know that's the same as 1/3 to the 4th, which is 1/81. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. Okay, moving on to the next set. You've got 2 more questions. Again, pause and see if you can do them yourself. Okay, so this one says there's 150 people. What are the chances that it's either or? Either or, that means we're going to add. Oh, I shouldn't use pen. Oh. Anyways, it says type A. So type A is right here. That's 67 out of 150. Or type B, AB, right here. AB is 6 out of 150. And so when I do that, I get 73 out of 150. So it's D. And the next one is pretty challenging, but let me show you how to do it. So we've got 10th graders, 11th graders, and 12th graders. And it says the ratio of 10th graders is 86 over 255. The ratio of 11th graders is 18 to 51. And they don't tell you anything about 12th graders. They say who has the most students in each class. Whew. Okay, well, first I gotta figure out this situation. I gotta get a common denominator. So I'm gonna do 255 divided by 51 and find out that it's times 5. So if I do that 18 times 5, then I know it's 90. So this is the same as 90 over 255. Well, now I have a total, 255, right? So, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Lots of markers and dice and stuff on here. It's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit wild. Okay, anyways, so we got 255, and we're gonna subtract that 86 and 90. And so I get 79. 79 out of 255. And the question is, if you were to pick which one is the most likely, which means there's the most. So of course, juniors win. Go class of 2021. I hope we get to go to school next year. Crazy talk. Okay, so it looks to me like you've got 2 pages here. Okay, let's break it up. Looks like we got 6 questions. So again, I want to challenge you. I want you to do 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and I want you to try to get 3 correct. So just really focus in on what you can do. After you do that, maybe you take a few more minutes and you try to do the rest of them, okay? And go. Oh, I guess I should. You're pausing. Okay, anyways. If a marble is randomly chosen from a bag and it has 8 red, 6 blue, and 6 white, what's the probability that it will not be white? Okay, well, first of all, I've got to add those together. 14 plus 6 is 20. And so it says not white. So I would get these two together. 14 over 20 would be D. Yeah, divide by 2, Cooper. You'd get 7/10. Okay, the next one is, I don't know if you remember, but we had that question where it was like this, and we had all these trails and whatnot, but we got 4 sweaters, 6 shirts, and 3 pairs of pants. So how many different outfits can she get? 4 times 6 times 3. So 4 times 6 is 24, times 3 is going to be 72. The next one says that we've got one junior school picnic, 1 junior and 1 senior will be selected to lead the activities. If there are 125 juniors and 100 seniors, how many different combinations can we get with 1 junior and 1 senior? So technically we're like 125 and means multiply, 1 over 100, so that's 1 over 12,500, so it must be this many combinations. Okay, the next one, again, number 4, we've got, here's the how many combinations can I get, right? So I've got 3 kinds of bread, 5 kinds of meats, and 3 kinds of cheeses. 3 times 5 is 15, times 3 is 45. Okay. So it says I have 10 books and 3 are good. If I'm going to select a random, what's the chance that it's not good? Well, if I take away the 3 good, I'm left with 7 out of 10. And 7 divided by 10 is 0.7. That's not very good. You should not just have 3 good books. Okay, anyways. The probability that it will rain tomorrow is 1/2 tomorrow. Okay. And the probability that I will sleep in tomorrow, which has nothing to do with the rain, is 1/4. I feel like that should, oh my gosh, I wrote a 3rd. I'm so sorry. 1/4. So those have nothing to do with each other. But it says, what's the chances that they both means multiply, that they both happen, and so that's 1/8. That's funny. Okay, looks to me like you've got 7 problems. So I would again suggest you do 3 minutes or 4 minutes or something like that. You're trying to get 3 correct, or 4 correct would be great, and pause. Okay, hopefully you paused. It says, my sister is trying to arrange her 3 favorite dolls in a line. How many different ways can she do it? So I've got, this is how I visualize it. Now you can do combinations and permutations, so you could definitely look this up if you want to know more. Combinations and permutations. But I kind of just go with my thought process right here. In my first thing, let's just, here, I've got, right? If I'm arranging these coins, my first selection, there's 3 choices. I'm gonna pick that penny. But once I've picked that penny, now I have 2 choices, right? I can put the nickel or I can put the quarter. So either way, now I have 2 choices, and now I only have 1 choice. And so when I multiply those together, I've got 6 options. Here we go. Oh, number 8 is so interesting. Actually, I'm going to confess that I had to ask Miss Wamsley about this one because I was like, what is happening? We got 5 pairs of blue pants, and we got 6 pairs of pants with a zipper, and there's 9 that have either or. And so she said, think about it as a Venn diagram. You got blue pants, and you got pants with zippers. So total, you got 5 blue pants. In total, you have 6 with zippers, and there's not. So total, 5 and 6, I've got 11. So that means that there's 2 that are both blue and have zippers, right? And so right here, let me try to put some color. So right here, if there is 2, then there must be 3 that are blue. 3 and 2 makes 5. And then right here in this corner, this little circle, if that's 2, this one has to be 4 because 2 plus 4 makes 6. And so 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 4 makes 9. So that's total there, okay? So 2 is the overlap. How many pants are both blue and with the zipper? And so it's that 2. Okay, the next one we have 5 blue birds, 6 green ones, and 3 black ones. 5 blue, 6 green, 3 black. So 11, 12, 13, 14 total birds. It says if I catch 2 birds, okay, so listen kiddos, I know that you're like, Cooper, I can just grab 2 birds. Again, I'm using coins, but the chances of you grabbing 2 at this exact same time is very minimal. Mathematically, what we say is, what's the chances that you get that black bird? So the black bird would be that 3 out of 14. I've caught that bird now. So now there's no longer 14 birds. Now there's 13 birds. And so the chance of getting a green one at the second and means multiply 6 out of 13 because you've taken away one of those birds when you caught the first one. Okay, and when you multiply, you should get D. The next one says we got 6 people. We've got on a committee, it says the first one's the chairman, the second one's the secretary, and the third one's the treasurer, and order matters. So again, if I have 6 people, my first one, let's say you get the chairman, now there's only 5 people that could get secretary, and then there's only 4 people who could get treasurer, and when I multiply those together, I'm gonna get 120. Okay, number 11, we got 20 people who play basketball or soccer or both. Okay. Basketball, soccer, or both. So 20 is this total, everybody in, okay? And it says 8 of them play basketball. So that's this whole saying. It's saying, or maybe both. And it says, but 5, here we go. It says 5 play both. So if that's 8 and 5, I know this one has to be 3. And then 20 minus 8 is 12. Get a different color here. So, well, no, I'd have to do 20 minus 8. Yeah, 12. Okay. So 12 plays soccer. Sorry, so 17 total play soccer because there's overlap. So the question is, how many play soccer? So right there, 5 and 12 makes 17. Ooh, I made that complicated. I'm so sorry. Okay, number 12 is a lot like number 8. So if you want to stop for just a second and see if you can figure it out. 12 is just like 8. Okay, let's see how you did. So we got tall people and fat people. Man, math is not nice. They just throw you in there. Okay, so it says there's 22 tall and 23 fat. And so if I add those together, I'd get 45. And it says there's 40 people total. So 45 minus 40 means that we have a 5 overlap. And so 22 minus 5 would make this 17. And 23 minus 5 would make this 18. And so it says, what's the probability he's both tall and fat? Oh my gosh. So is this 5? Well, that's not an option. So it must be 5 out of 40. So let's put it in. 5 divided by 40. I get 0.125. And so that's why it's B. Okay, the last one was really challenging. I hope you at least tried it though. So basically it's saying that in order to be a winner, they have to be the same tens digit. And it says the first time he draws an 87. So what's the chances he's going to be a winner on the next draw? So it has to be the same. So it's got to be 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. But he already got 87, so it can't be that, right? And so then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 options out of how many people? 100. But he already took out that 87. So there's only 99 marbles now. So when I reduce that, that's 1/11, which is why it's D. All right, good job. I hope you guys are doing well.